Hey, what is up, you guys? Today we're going to be dueling with Blue Eyes White Dragon against Dark Magician. And this is an all-time Yu-Gi-Oh! Classic, but it's going to be fun because for the Blue Eyes side, we're using 3 copies of the Blue Eyes White Destiny structure deck. But on the Dark Magician end, since Dark Magician technically doesn't have a structure deck, which is criminal, by the way, Konami, we decided to concoct a sort of custom brew deck of our own that sort of matches the power level of Blue Eyes and will hopefully make for a fair and fun and entertaining duel. So if you're excited about that, make sure to drop a like, subscribe for more Yu-Gi-Oh! And check out our other Blue Eyes White Dragon themed duels we've been doing. Without further ado, let's get into the duel. All right, guys, it's time to duel. This is the match I feel like everybody's probably been waiting for.
The long-awaited Dark Magician
versus Blue Eyes White Dragon. We put a lot of work into trying to make these decks kind of feel competitive, feel like they can really do something.
Because only one of these decks got a structure deck. The other one just has the support it's had over the years.
Yeah, it's just kind of got some cards. So
that's not to say Dark Magician's gonna lose a step in this match.
What a 9.
9, okay, all right. Might be a little tough to beat, but not impossible. 11
or 10.
10, that's a 5 on this one. I'll go first.
Let us know right now which of these 2 decks you think is gonna win.
And why do you think it's gonna be my deck?
And also like and subscribe.
Yeah, do that.
That part helps out.
Let me start by activating my Illusion of Chaos. So I can then add a Dark Magician or a card that mentions it to
I should probably put it on the mat, really, because they can't.
Oh yeah,
they might not really want to see that.
That's fair.
Maybe they can see it in the cam, actually. Can they see it in the camera?
I mean, I did it like this.
Oh yeah, they can see it in the cam.
Let's add Dark Magical Circle.
And then it shuffles something back, I believe?
Yes. I don't have to show you the card, right? I can just shuffle it in? Okay, cool. Good, because that card crazy. I don't want this card in my hand. So I searched it, so you know I'm gonna activate Dark Magical Circle, but I'm also gonna chain Soul Servant. So this way, instead of just top decking just raw, I get to set a card on top of my deck. My Magician's Salvation, and then my Dark Magical Circle lets me look at the top 3 cards in my deck, and I can add a Dark Magician or a spell or trap that mentions it. 1, 2, 3. Well, we already knew I put the Salvation there. Place the other 2 in any order, which won't matter because I'm activating Salvation next, which lets me set my Eternal Souls from the deck.
Kind of old, doesn't get to place it face up like what Blue Eyes gets.
Oh, modern cards, they just say, place the continuous trap that you can use immediately.
Yeah, place that continuous trap face up and use those effects. I guess it's like typical Yugi fashion. You just gotta fight an uphill duel against kind of still pull it out somehow.
And I'm gonna have to pull it out here because I gotta end my turn now.
That's where you pull out, huh? I draw.
I never pull out.
Okay.
That's why I got 6 kids now.
All right, I'm gonna go to my main phase. I'll start by activating Maiden of White. I'll use our effect to place a True Light face up on my field. We'll place True Light, our sort of equivalent to.
Equivalent? You just blatantly copied a Dark Magician card.
Though it's arguably a little worse, at least. Because it doesn't make the Blue Eyes unaffected, it just makes them untargetable. Let's activate True Light's effect. I'm gonna set a spell trap. I'm gonna set Wishes for Eyes of Blue. Activate Wishes for Eyes of Blue. So first I will discard a card. It's going to be Nibiru, the Primal Being. And I'll add a level 1 Light Tuner and a spell/trap that mentions Blue Eyes from my deck to my hand. First of all, let's grab Sage with Eyes of Blue. And then we'll also get Roar of the Blue-Eyed Dragon. Normal summon Sage with Eyes of Blue. So when it's normal summon, I get to add a level 1 Light Tuner from my deck to my hand. We'll use it to grab Master with Eyes of Blue. And then it's time to link summon into Spirit with Eyes of Blue. And when it gets special summoned, it lets me add a Mausoleum of White from deck to hand.
It still blows my mind that they made Mausoleum of White good usable by just making it searchable.
Some would argue that that's like any field spell, I guess, could probably be good if Konami was like, hey, you get to actually search it. I get Mausoleum of White to my hand. We're gonna go ahead and activate Mausoleum of White. I'm going to use Mausoleum of White's effect. So I'm gonna target Spirit with Eyes of Blue, and I get to send a normal monster from my hand or deck to the graveyard, and it'll give it attack and defense equal to that monster's level times 100.
Go for it.
As you can imagine, we're sending the OG Blue Eyes White Dragon.
Oh, we know.
It's time to use Spirit with Eyes of Blue's effect. I'm going to special summon a Blue Eyes monster from my hand or graveyard. But if I summon an effect monster, its effects are going to be negated. So it's tributed and it's going to summon out the Blue Eyes White Dragon.
Boo.
Because a Blue Eyes White Dragon was summoned into the field, I can activate Maiden of White's effect in the graveyard and special summon herself as well.
I will respond with Eternal Soul. Okay. And I'm gonna use this effect to summon a Dark Magician.
That's fine by me, Duelist.
Welcome, Dark Magician, to the field. New chain. Because I special summon my Dark Magician, my magical circle activates. I can target and banish one of your cards. I, of course, want to target your True Light.
Yeah, that's trouble. This card's banished. And when True Light leaves the field, it will destroy all the monsters in my field. We'll just have to go with a plan B then. So with the extra normal summon provided to me by Mausoleum of White, I'm going to summon Master with Eyes of Blue. When it's normal summon, I get to target a level 1 light tuner in my graveyard and add it to my hand. So we're going to target the Sage with Eyes of Blue. And not only that, Sage with Eyes of Blue's effect. I can target an effect monster that I control, send it to the graveyard, and summon a Blue Eyes monster from my deck. So I'm going to target Master with Eyes of Blue. Gets sent to the graveyard, and now I get to summon out a Blue Eyes monster. All right, I'll summon my Dragon Spirit of White to the field. When Dragon Spirit of White is summoned to the field, I can target a spell or trap you control and banish it, so say goodbye to Eternal Soul.
And when Eternal Soul leaves the field, it destroys my monsters.
All your monsters, which is really only one Dark Magician at this point, but you know, Roar of the Blue-Eyed Dragons. So I can summon a Blue Eyes monster from my hand, deck, grave, or banishment in defense position, and since I don't control Blue Eyes White Dragon, it's gotta be Blue Eyes White Dragon. I'm gonna use the effect of Wishes for Eyes of Blue. I'll banish it from my graveyard to equip this Blue Eyes White Dragon with the Neo Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. We'll send Blue Eyes equipped with Neo Blue Eyes in order to special summon out the Blue Eyes Tyrant Dragon. I can summon it by attributing a Blue Eyes White Dragon that's equipped with a fusion monster. 2,500 with Dragon Spirit of White.
Gotta take it.
3,400 with Blue Eyes Tyrant Dragon.
Oh my God.
We'll set a card face down and end my turn.
Draw. Let's reveal the Illusion of Chaos again. So now I can search. I'll search for my Magician's Souls, but then I have to place a card from my hand on top of my deck. Next, I'll activate my Magician's Souls. I have to send for cost, one of my spellcasters. I already have a Dark Magician engraved, so you know it'd be fun to have engraved a Dark Magician girl. But I'm not gonna summon the souls. I'm going to summon the Dark Magician. And because I special summon Dark Magician, I can activate my circle. And I can activate my Salvation. We'll do Chain Links 1 and 2. Salvation's gonna let me summon the Dark Magician girl because I summoned Dark Magician. And circle is going to target to banish tyrants.
My tyrant's banished.
And now girl is here. Let's activate Secrets of Dark Magic. It lets me perform a ritual summon or a fusion summon using Dark Magician monsters that I control. I'll fuse my Dark Magician and my Dark Magician girl to summon the Dark Magicians. But I need a little bit more, so let's activate Soul Servant. I can banish this from my graveyard, and I get to draw a card for each Dark Magician Girl, and or Palladium monsters I have on field and engraved. I have, well, 2.
Do your worst, Yugi.
I was hoping to do more, honestly. Enter battle. The Dark Magicians will attack your Dragon Spirit of White.
Well, not so fast, Duelist. Since you control a monster, I can activate Dragon Spirit of White's effect.
What's it do?
I can tribute it to summon a Blue Eyes White Dragon from my hand. I'll tribute Dragon Spirit of White to special summon a Blue Eyes White Dragon. That also activates the effect of my Maiden in the graveyard. Since I summoned a Blue Eyes, although there's not really any point to this because you're just gonna kill her, but...
Well, she can still use her effect when I target for her front attack, can't she?
You weren't supposed to remember that part.
I'm going to set a card face down. I'll end my turn.
I'll draw for mine. I'll normal summon Neo Kaiser Seahorse.
Oh God.
Or sorry, I'll special summon Neo Kaiser Seahorse since I control Blue Eyes White Dragon. This lets me target a light tuner I control and increase or decrease its level by 1. I'm going to have him decrease his level by 1. And that means synchro summon with these 3 into Blue Eyes Ultimate Spirit Dragon. Now, this card, when it's sent, Neo Kaiser Seahorse's effect will activate and let me send a Blue Eyes monster from my deck to the grave. I'm gonna send my Blue Eyes Jet Dragon. Blue Eyes Ultimate Spirit Dragon attacks the Dark Magicians.
I gotta take that. And when my Dark Magicians is destroyed, I can special summon a Dark Magician and a Dark Magician girl.
Ooh, don't love that effect. I'll use Blue Eyes Ultimate Spirit Dragon's effect to negate the Dark Magicians.
Fair enough.
And he'll gain gain 1,000 attack. No, it doesn't really matter because he's kind of already attacked. However, I can also activate this Blue Eyes Jet Dragon's effect. Since a card was destroyed, I can special summon my Blue Eyes Jet Dragon to the field and attack you directly for 3,000.
Not so fast, because I activate my Magic Haribo. So I took damage this turn, so I can use its effect. I can send this from my hand to the graveyard, special summon a Dark Magician or Dark Magician Girl from my deck or graveyard. So I'm going to summon the mighty Dark Magician.
The Dark Magician. Okay.
Now I can activate Dark Magical Circle and Salvation.
All right, who are we targeting?
We'll do chain links 1 and 2. We're going to target. I feel like I have to target the Jet Dragon.
Jet Dragon is banished.
And I summon my Dark Magician Girl.
All right, Duelist, your move.
Draw for turn. Not a crazy card, but the card I need is already in my hand. I activate the Eye of Timaeus. So I have a Dark Magician, which means I get to do a fusion summon. Say hello to the Red Eyes Dark Dragoon. Next, I'll activate my fusion deployment. So I can reveal a fusion monster that lists a particular monster, like my Amulet Dragon, who lists Dark Magician as fusion material, and special summon it from my deck.
I'm gonna activate my Blue Eyes Ultimate Spirit Dragon's effect to negate fusion deployment.
All right, that negates my fusion deployment, which I was really hoping on. Didn't think Dragoon wouldn't be enough to win this game, but enter battle. Dragoon, attack.
Yeah, just kamikaze death.
Because you're 45,
I was 45,
right?
yeah.
That'll be
Okay,
enough to
all
kill.
right,
We're going to
game
game
two.
2. We're going to game 2.
Game 2.
Okay. I lost, and I get to choose who goes first this time.
I assume that's you.
Yes, it's gonna be me. Definitely me. Pot of Prosperity. 6. And now I get to dig Illusion of Chaos, the Eye of Timaeus, Magician's Souls, Eternal Souls, Magician's Combination, Preparation of Rites. All right.
Wow, that's honestly a very nice loadout.
It's a good mix. We're gonna go for just gonna go for everything. I'm gonna take the preparation. Now we play Preparation of Rites.
Ash, no.
I would cry. So I'm gonna add a level 7 or lower ritual monster, the Illusion of Chaos. Now I'm going to reveal the Illusion of Chaos, use its effect to search for a card that mentions my Dark Magician, like my Magician's Souls. Next, I will normal summon my Magician's Rod, and I can search for a card that mentions a spell or trap that mentions Dark Magician. We are going to get Dark Magical Circle. Now we're going to activate the Magician's Souls. Setting for cost. Where is that
Level
Dark
6
Magician?
or level 6 or higher spellcaster.
We'll send Dark Magician. We will be summoning the Dark Magician off the Magician's Souls. And now I'll activate my Dark Magical Circle. And assuming you don't have anything to respond with, I'm chaining Soul Servant. So now I get to place one of my Dark Magician cards on top of my deck, my Magician's Salvation. And now Magical Circle looks at the top 3. I guess I don't have to show you. And I'll add Salvation. Wow, one of the cards is exactly the very next part of this. We're gonna activate the Salvation, which lets me set the Eternal Soul.
Yeah, which happened to be maybe the top card. Yeah.
Top card. I'm going to use my Timaeus, what's his name? The United Dragon. I'm going to send a spell or trap that mentions my Dark Magician. We'll send the Magician's Salvation and summon Timaeus. Activate Timaeus' effect to perform a fusion summon.
Fine by me, Duelist.
We're gonna fuse off a Dark Magician and my Timaeus to make Red Eyes Dark Dragoon. He's gonna get some use this time. I'm going to set a card face down. And last but not least, I'm gonna activate my Soul Servant. I'm gonna banish it from my graveyard. I get to draw a card for each Dark Magician Girl that I have on field and engrave. I have 1. Wow. I'll activate Terraforming. I've searched so much in this one turn.
Just to get that field spell. I think you might only be able to use it once per turn.
Yeah, I think I can only activate it once, but I'm gonna grab it though.
Yeah.
I'll add my Magician's Salvation to hand. I swear that's the last search. I am going to end my turn
My
here.
turns are long too, so it's okay. I'll draw. Well, we're gonna start by activating Infinite Impermanence.
Ooh.
We'll target Red Eyes Dark Dragoon and negate its effects this turn.
I am forced to use my Dragoon's effect to negate your Infinite Impermanence, but first I must discard a card. Illusion of Chaos.
Okay.
Negate and destroy.
Next then, but now this still protects him from being destroyed by effects and targeting.
Yes.
So
And
still
he also gained 1,000 attack off that.
I'll activate my Maiden of White. I'm gonna go and use her effect to place a True Light from my deck. I'll activate True Light's effect and set a spell or trap that mentions Blue Eyes. Roar of the Blue-Eyed Dragon. Now we're gonna activate Wishes for Eyes of Blue. We're gonna discard Nibiru and add a level 1 Light Tuner and a spell trap that mentions Blue Eyes White Dragon from my deck to my hand. So we're gonna get Sage with Eyes of Blue, and since I've already got my spell, we'll get Majesty of the White Dragon.
Yikes.
Let's normal summon Sage with Eyes of Blue, and I'll activate its effect to add a level 1 Light Tuner from my deck to my hand. Master with Eyes of Blue to my hand.
On resolution of your effect, I activate Eternal Soul. I'm going to use this effect to special summon my Dark Magician. But because I summon my Dark Magician, I can activate Dark Magical Circle in a new chain, targeting your True Light.
So True Light leaves, which means it's going to destroy all my cards. Goodbye, Sage with Eyes of Blue. I'm going to activate the Dictator of D. I can send a Blue Eyes White Dragon from my hand or deck to the graveyard and special summon it from my hand. I send Broke Neck Blue Eyes to the graveyard to special summon the Dictator of D. We're gonna link Dictator of D. My Spirit with Eyes of Blue, it just takes a level 4 or lower dragon or spellcaster monster. And when it's link summoned, it's gonna grab my field spell. Say hello to Mausoleum of White. I'm gonna use Mausoleum of White and target Spirit with Eyes of Blue. We'll send this Blue Eyes White Dragon the planet artwork, and that's gonna give it 800 more attack points, but you know that's not for all of this. Spirit's gonna activate its effect to summon my Blue Eyes White Dragon from the graveyard. And because Blue Eyes was special summoned, in a new chain, Maiden of White gets to hit the board as well. Let's use Wishes for Eyes of Blue. I'll banish it from my graveyard to equip this Blue Eyes White Dragon with the familiar Neo Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. Using the extra summon of Mausoleum of White, I'll normal summon Master with Eyes of Blue. And I'm gonna activate its effect when it's normal summoned to target a level 1 Light Tuner in my graveyard and add it to my hand. It'll be my Sage with Eyes of Blue. I'm gonna use Sage with Eyes of Blue's effect. I'll target Maiden of White, and it's gonna send her to the graveyard and summon a Blue Eyes monster from my deck. I can use Maiden of White's effect as well. Since she was targeted, I get to summon either a level 1 Light Tuner or a Blue Eyes White Dragon from the graveyard. A Blue Eyes. Now with her going to the grave, I can summon a Blue Eyes monster from my deck as well. It'll be Blue Eyes Jet Dragon in attack mode. Overlay my 2 Blue Eyes White Dragons to make Indigo Eyes Silver Dragon. You can't attack directly unless it's got a normal monster's material, but more importantly, when it's Xyz summoned, I get to negate the effects of all the face-up cards you currently control. So we'll negate Eternal Soul, Dark Magical Circle, Red Eyes Dark Dragoon, and Magician's Rod, all negated.
Wow.
Let's detach material and special summon back a Blue Eyes White Dragon. It'll even gain some attack points. Blue Eyes Jet Dragon will attack Magician's Rod.
I'll take...
At the start of the damage step, we'll use Jet
right.
Dragon's effect to return Red Eyes Dark Dragoon to the hand, and then Rod will get destroyed. Then we're gonna have the Blue Eyes White Dragon attack the Dark Magician. 300 with Master, and then 4,000 with the Indigo Eyes. All right, in main phase 2, Synchro Summon with Blue Eyes White Dragon and Master with Eyes of Blue for my Blue Eyes Spirit Dragon in defense, and we'll pass to you.
All right, I'm down, but I'm not out. Wait, my cards are negated, aren't they?
Your cards are negated, yeah. These cards cannot use their effects.
Okay, that's gonna have to do it. Draw! I'm gonna normal summon my Magician's Rod. Activate its effect to search for a spell or trap that mentions my Dark Magician. Let's get my Dark Magical Circle. Activate the circle and take a risk. Top 3 cards, looking for a spell or trap that mentions Dark Magician or Dark Magician himself. I get Soul Servant, which I usually would rather have
rather chain it,
with it. I'm going to activate my Soul Servant to place a card that mentions Dark.
Wrong card. No, I know, it's crazy.
I'm going to activate my Soul Servant. I'm going to place a card on top of my deck that mentions the Dark Magician. I'm looking for Magician Souls. Then I'm going to use my Soul Servant's effect. I'm going to banish it. I have 1 Dark Magician, which means I can draw 1 card off my Soul Servant, and we already know exactly what card I put on top. But before I use it, I'm gonna activate my Magician's Salvation.
Okay.
So I can set a new Eternal Souls to the field. All right, we're on a razor's edge here. We're going to activate Magician's Souls. I'm going to send for cost my Dark Magician girl, summon the souls, because I need to draw cards. Let's use Magician's Souls effect. I'm gonna send 2 continuous spells from my field, my negated Dark Magical Circle and my field spell to draw 2 cards.
Oh my goodness, I forgot to use my Spirit Dragon. Oh my god.
Oh man. Oh man.
You got something juicy?
I didn't. I drew the Illusion of Chaos, which I'm revealing to use as effect. I'll add my Dark Magician, and I'll place back, I swear, because I never want this card.
Oh, it goes on top, so.
Oh,
yeah,
whoops. Wait, let me put it back, And that sets me up for, I think, your demise. Secrets of Dark Magic.
Yeah.
I'm going to perform a fusion summon. I'm fusing the Dark Magician I just searched and my Illusion of Chaos that searched the Dark Magician to summon a card that I've never summoned before, Master of Chaos. So I'm going to activate my Master of Chaos effect, where it can special summon a light or dark monster from my graveyard. Timaeus, the United Dragon.
Well, is he gonna like fusion summon or something?
No, we're gonna use the other effect of Master of Chaos. I have to tribute a light and a dark monster. It will let me banish all monsters you control. Or is it cards?
Is it cards?
Make sure I get that right.
Cards.
Nope. Banish all monsters your opponent controls.
Okay, yeah, Jet Dragon. I could run with this, but it really doesn't matter.
It's gonna get banished. You want that card gone?
Banished too. They're banished.
Magician's Rod attacks for 1,600, and Chaos attacks for 3,000. I end my turn.
I draw. Activate Roar of the Blue-Eyed Dragons. Kind of forgot to use this last turn, but it's okay. Summon a Blue Eyes monster from deck, grave, or banishment. I'll actually just summon one from my graveyard, because I think I should be keeping them in my deck. Gotta be in defense mode, though, because I don't have a Blue Eyes White Dragon. All right, that'll activate Maiden of White. Since I summoned Blue Eyes, I'll special summon her back to the field. Let's use Mausoleum of White and target Maiden of White. So if it resolves, it's gonna let me send a vanilla. But more importantly,
I will activate my Eternal Soul.
Yeah, so she can't chain now.
And I'll use this effect. We're going to special summon from my graveyard, the Dark Magician.
Okay, so this will just send. All right, Blue Eyes goes to grave, she gains.
And now in a new chain, my Dark Magical Circle activates. I can target to banish. We're targeting the Blue Eyes White Dragon.
All right, well in that case, I'll set one and pass.
Draw! Wow, how did it, I guess I placed it on top of my deck.
Maybe, yeah, I don't know.
So this is the card that I've been avoiding. Main phase, Dark Magic attack.
Oh, wow, okay, that's...
I can
That's
destroy all your spells and traps because I have a Dark Magician on field.
In that case, and this is really not going to matter very much, Majesty of the White Dragons, a trap that I kind of forgot to use earlier. Since I've got 2 Blue Eyes, I can destroy 2 cards you control. This doesn't mean much though, because I still know exactly how this all ends. But I'll destroy Eternal Soul and Circle. This Eternal Soul and
I was like, sure you don't want to destroy this
Yeah.
one? All right, that destroys Eternal Soul and Circle. And when Eternal Soul leaves the field,
yeah, the
it
routine
destroys my things. But when Master of Chaos is destroyed by battle or card effect, I can target a spell in my graveyard and add it to my hand. So I'll target my Dark Magical Circle and add it to hand. And activate the Dark Magical Circle.
Yeah.
Let's see what we get. And I have to hope I have a target for this. My Magician's Salvation. I'm gonna activate Salvation. They'll let me place an Eternal Soul if I have one.
Yeah, we'll see.
We'll set the Eternal Soul. And I think I no longer have any plays. I end my turn.
I draw. I'll activate Roar of the Blue-Eyed Dragons. It'll summon a Blue Eyes from my graveyard. All right, I'm going to link Maiden of White for Spirit with Eyes of Blue. I don't have a thing to search with its effect.
On that summon, I'm activating Eternal Soul.
Yeah.
And we're using the effect. Let's summon the Dark Magician, if I can find him. And I start a new chain. Circle and Salvation will do 1 and 2 circles targeting your spirit. I'm gonna summon the Dark Magician girl and then banish.
Yeah, Spirit's banished.
Your spirit.
Set 1, pass.
I will draw for turn. I activate the Eye of Timaeus.
Yeah.
I'm gonna perform a fusion summon. Send my Dark Magician and summon Dark Magician, the Dragon Knight. We're gonna activate Eternal Soul. I'm going to summon Dark Magician back to the field, starting a new chain with Dark Magical Circle. We're gonna target that Blue Eyes.
Darn. I have Neo Blue Eyes. Just for the sake of, I'm gonna protect my Blue Eyes from that target.
Dragon Knight attacks your dragon. Dark Magician attacks for 2,500. And Magician Girl attacks for 2,000.
All right, Duelist.
Ooh.
Game 3. I'm taking the first move.
You sure about that?
I don't think you deserve to have the first move.
Blue Eyes are going second deck.
We'll start with Roar of the Blue-Eyed Dragons. Since I don't control Blue Eyes, gotta summon a Blue Eyes. Special summon Neo Kaiser Seahorse in defense because I control Blue Eyes. It's a little bit yucky, but I'm gonna have to normal summon Master with Eyes of Blue. I'll use my Neo Kaiser Seahorse to reduce its level, and we're just gonna synchro because my hand kind of ended up a little dead. Blue Eyes Ultimate Spirit Dragon. However, I do at least have the effect of Neo Kaiser Seahorse. It will send a Blue Eyes monster to the GUI. Blue Eyes Jet Dragon to the graveyard. We'll set 2 and pass.
Draw for turn. Let's start this game off with Magician Souls.
Yeah, I'm gonna
send for cost. Dark Magician Girl to the grave. And then I'm going to summon her. We'll activate the Eye of Timaeus. And we'll summon Dark Magician Girl, the Dragon Knight.
You have to be joking.
And then I'll activate her effect. I'm going to send 1 card from hand and target your Blue Eyes.
What to do? It just destroys it?
It will destroy that target, yes.
I guess I'll just negate that.
Next, I'll activate Soul Servant. We'll set the Magician's Rod on top of the deck. And now I'll use my Soul Servant's effect in grave. I'm banishing it. I specifically made sure to have 1 Dark Magician and 1 Dark Magician Girl, so I get to draw 2 cards. And now, I'll normal summon the Magician's Rod and activate Rod's effect to search for a spell or trap that mentions the Dark Magician. The spell or trap I want is Magician's Salvation. Next, I'll activate Salvation. Use the effect, replacing the Eternal Soul. I'm gonna set 2 cards face down, and I'll end my turn.
I gotta draw. I'll activate Maiden of White. By sending her from my hand, I'll be able to place True Light onto the field.
I'll activate my Eternal Soul in response and activate its effect. I'll summon Dark Magician.
I'll place the True Light face up on the field, right across from your Eternal Soul.
New chain. Salvation was triggered to special summon my Dark Magician Girl.
All right, I'm going to activate True Light's effect.
I'll activate Secrets of Dark Magic. I'll fuse my Dark Magician Girl and my Dark Magician.
Oh, for the Dark Magicians.
That's right.
I'll set Roar of the Blue-Eyed Dragons. Next, Roar of the Blue-Eyed Dragons. I have to summon a Blue Eyes White Dragon in defense.
New chain.
So first I get to do Maiden of White and activate her effect in grave.
So you're chain link.
Chain link 1.
And I'll be chain link 2 with my Dark Magicians. I get to draw a card. So I'll draw and then...
Do you want to set it or no? If it's even a spell or trap.
I don't know if I want to tell you. Do I have to tell you?
You don't have to tell me. It's just, if it's a spell or trap, you can set it because it's like an honesty thing. And if it's a monster, you know, you can keep it or you can keep a spell trap.
You don't get to know what it was.
All right, well, Maiden's back. I'm going to activate Master with Eyes of Blue in my graveyard and target Maiden of White. It'll send her to the graveyard and I can summon a Blue Eyes monster from my grave other than the sent monster.
I will activate my Dark Magician Girl's effect.
Oh, she's a quick effect?
Yes. I have to send a card from hand to grave, target a face-up card you control, and destroy it. I'll send my Magician Souls.
So I can't chain Maiden. That actually sucks.
And target your True Light.
I'll chain Blue Eyes Ultimate Spirit Dragon to negate that effect, though it doesn't destroy.
Fair enough.
Okay, so it's just gonna summon back Blue Eyes Jet Dragon. Blue Eyes Jet Dragon will attack Magician's Rod. And at the start of the damage step, I'll use its effect to target the Dark Magicians to return it to your hand. And it'll destroy your rod. Then Ultimate Spirit Dragon attacks for 45. Your move, duelist.
And I'll draw. I'll activate my Dark Magical Circle.
I'll use my Ultimate Spirit Dragon's effect to negate it.
Let's reveal
Reveal
the Illusion of Chaos in my hand. So I can add a Dark Magician. And I really want to add a Dark Magician. And you'll see why.
It, I guess.
I activate Magician's Navigation.
Oh, what a weird one.
I know. This was the best card back in the day, but the fact that I have to have a Dark Magician in hand makes this card really hard to use.
Yeah, okay.
But I can special summon a Dark Magician from my hand and a level 7 or lower Dark Spellcaster from my deck. Summon Dark Magician from hand, and I'll get my Apprentice Illusion Magician. New chain, Salvation.
Oh yeah, gets to summon Dark Magician Girl.
I will link my 3 monsters, Dark Magician Girl and Illusion Magician.
A link summon, you
That's
say.
right, Yugi never did this one. For Blackluster Soldier, Soldier of Chaos. He was summoned with a level 7 or higher monster, so you cannot target it with card effects, and it cannot be destroyed by your card effects. And then when I destroy something by battle, I get an additional additional effect. Speaking of battle, chaos, attack. And because he destroyed a monster by battle, I can activate an additional effect. I'm going to use the effect to banish one card on the field, your true light. You know what that means?
Yeah, these cards will be destroyed.
And I'm not leaving the battle phase because I'm activating Eternal Soul. We get to special summon a Dark Magician, and he hits you for 2,500. All right, I have my turn.
I'll draw. All right, I'm gonna activate Ultimate Fusion. So this, during the main phase only, lets me fusion summon a Blue Eyes fusion monster. I have to use Blue Eyes White Dragons.
No way, Jose.
To conduct a fusion summon.
No, you thought. Because I'm going to banish my Magician's Navigation from my graveyard. Because when I control Dark Magician, I can negate one of your spell or trap cards.
All right, well in that case, set a card face down and pass turn.
End phase, Eternal Soul. We are going to summon a Dark Magician. Effective Salvation. Summons Dark Magician, girl.
Well, it is your move. I don't have anything left.
Great. Draw. Let's have my Soldier of Chaos attack your face down.
I'm gonna activate Majesty of the White Dragon. So I'll show my 2 normal blue eyes in my grave and I can destroy 2 cards on the field. Let's destroy the Eternal Soul and Magician's Salvation, I guess, just because, you know, I mean, I gotta.
So that'll destroy my 2 cards.
And in a new chain, everything goes.
I have to destroy all my monsters.
And my set card gets to be safe for a turn.
Pot of Prosperity.
Oh yeah, sorry. In a new chain, also, I'm gonna summon out my Jet Dragon because cards in the field were destroyed.
They were 6. We're digging deep here.
6 cards deep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Dark Magic Attack, Magic Rebo, Eternal Soul, Magician's Salvation, Fusion Deployment, and Magician's Rod. Or we'll get the Rod. Normal Summon Rod.
Yeah, I don't
activate its
have anything.
effect. I'll add my Magician's Salvation.
Go ahead and put down.
I'll
the
activate
Eternal Soul.
Salvation. And I'll set the soul, and I'll shuffle and pass.
It just came down to the scraps at this point.
Whatever's
Draw per
left.
turn. Flip up the Dictator of D. We'll link summon Spirit with Eyes of Blue. Spirit's effect to search for my Mausoleum. Mausoleum of White. Spirit with Eyes of Blue effect. It's gonna summon out a Blue Eyes White Dragon. That will activate the effect of Maiden. She'll summon herself back to the field.
Yes.
I'm going to now use Master with Eyes of Blue. So I'll target my Maiden. It's gonna send her to the grave, and I'll get to summon another Blue Eyes monster from my graveyard.
And as long as I can chain it, I will always chain to stop that. Eternal Soul. I'm gonna special summon a Dark Magician.
But little do you know, this effect can still bring back my Blue Eyes Ultimate Spirit Dragon becomes a Blue Eyes card.
Anyway, new chain. I have Salvation and I have a Rod in my grave. Because I activate a spell or trap during your turn, I can tribute a spellcaster and add it to my hand. So I'll tribute the Rod on field.
Oh yeah, we're doing that level of cycling.
And that'll be chain links. So I gotta make sure I do that correct. We'll do 1 and the Rod in grave 2.
I'll use Ultimate Spirit Dragon to negate Rod's effect.
Fair enough, but I still get my Dark Magician girl.
Blue Eyes Jet Dragon is gonna attack the Dark Magician. And at damage step,
oh, that's right.
I'll use my Jet Dragon and bounce Dark Magician girl. Now Dark Magician will be destroyed by this battle. I'll use my Blue Eyes White Dragon to attack for 3,000.
Wait, maybe there's something in my grave that says you lose.
Magic Haribo or something?
No, he's in the deck. I know he is.
And Blue Eyes Ultimate Spirit Dragon ends this duel with a direct attack.
Where's my
White
ultimate Dark
Lightning
Magician card, Konami?
Hopefully you guys enjoyed this.
Yes.
There's a few other Blue Eyes White Destiny theme duels that we've done. We've played this deck against Yugi's Shining Sarcophagus as well as Fire Kings. So if you want, have a look at those videos.
And we've got a lot more in the pipeline. Paul is not going to be free of this deck yet.
Yeah, I know. I'm honestly sick of playing it, but that's okay because our next theme duel should be like maybe a Fire Water one just so I can get away from this deck first. All right. Hope you enjoyed. Drop a like, subscribe for more Yu-Gi-Oh! Check out our weekly podcast, by the way, The Pot of Greed, every Thursday,
Pot of Greed.
10 a.m. on the second channel, APS Amplifier, and that's
We'll see you guys.
Yeah.
I messed up.
No, it's fine.
I stepped on the line.
It's fine. Pass turn.